Hello there, welcome to EURJPY Daily Market Analysis for the 17th of April 2020, and I am Emmanuel Odogwu, a market analyst and a financial trading educator here at Rally Academy. Sit back and relax and enjoy the EURJPY Daily Market Analysis for today as we move into the MT4 charts. And now we are into the MT4 chart of EURJPY. The analysis we are going to consider here is the technical analysis. So technical analysis being the historical price analysis, meaning that we also consider what the price has been doing before the current action. So this is daily. Looking at daily simply means each of these price bar is showing us activity on the market for one whole day. Now the traders that normally use the daily time frame are the big players on the market, the big money on the market. So looking at the daily time frame, we can see that the price is falling. The price is falling. So this is a channel, this is a dynamic resistance, and this is dynamic support. So whenever the price gets to the dynamic resistance, it snap into the channel again. Whenever the price gets on the dynamic support, it bounces off there. Okay, so the big players on the market, or if you like the big money on the market, they are looking at EURJPY going down. So we now trading on a lower time frame like a H4 and 1 hour 30 minutes. You should also look at taking trade going downward. Okay, now that we have established that the big players are looking at EURJPY on a downward trend, let's go down the time frame and look at EURJPY on H4. Okay, on H4 we saw the price going up a little bit and then still falling, as we have seen it on the daily time frame. Okay, then on the H1 time frame, and this is the H1 time frame, let's reduce the zoom up here. So we have done so. So you remember the daily time frame is looking at a clear downward movement. Okay, now we saw a range here. Let me zoom in a little bit. We saw a range here, and after that the price broke this support and then went up to test it again. That is now a resistance. After that it came down and then that's been going down. Okay, so now we can also look at some possible levels here. The price came down here the first time, it went up. It came down here the second time, it went up. It came down the third time. So the price bouncing on this level 3 times, minimum 3 times, makes that level a support. So we can click on this now, and we can call that level our support. Okay, so we have established a support on the 1 hour time frame. Now if you see here, the price came down here again and bounced on this level again. The next time it broke the level with this big candle. Let's zoom in a little bit. It broke it with that big candle there, so you can see that it broke it with this big candle. So this candle that opens and closes below that level has broken the support. Now the price going up is now a resistance. Okay, so it tested it, it could not break it, it came down, went back to test it, it could not break it. So we are looking at this level that is a support has turned to a resistance right now. And what kind of trade do you take at the resistance? You take a sell trade. Okay, the best time to sell is to sell at the resistance. So the price move up here, bounce on that level again. So you can see a sell trade is already running, a sell of 0.1, and you can see that trade is already on profit here. Okay, and that is 0.1 EURJPY trade. A sell is already on profit because it was taken at this resistance. So we identify the level as a support first and foremost, and once that level is broken, it is now a resistance, so you can take your trade there. Now we are selling at this resistance, number one. Number two, the big players on the market, we looked at the daily time frame, is also going down, so that's a double confidence to take a sell trade there. So we took the sell trade there, and coming down, the trade has been on profit. Okay, let's go down into the 1 hour time frame to look at possible opportunities on the market for today. So I'll click on this chart here, EURJPY for 1 hour, and then let's look at this also. Now if you look at the analysis for the 15th of April 2020, that was here. This is 15th. From here to here is one day, 15th. From here to here is another day, the 16th, and this is the 17th today. Okay, now if you look at the analysis for the 15th, you can see that was when we placed this sell trade. Okay, we place it as a pending order, a sell limits. We were like, if the price should bounce up to this level, pick our trade for us, and it did. And then that trade, since on Wednesday, the 15th, has been on profit till today, the 17th. Okay, now remember, the price is still falling, so we are looking for opportunities to place a sell trade. And then if you place a sell trade, you can leave it for some time. But if you go against the direction of the market, which is to buy, because we can clearly see that the market is falling. Okay, if you go against the direction of the market, which is to buy, you can only scalp it. Scalping simply means you don't stay long on the market. So you look out for maybe 10 or even 15 pips is part of scalping. Okay, so you can see that the price is clearly falling. It came down here to a support, it went up to a resistance, came down again to a support, it bounces off to a resistance. Okay, that's this level here, to a resistance here. So after that, it came down again. Now we can clearly see, let's zoom in a little bit and look at the opportunities on the market for today. We can clearly see that the price came down and broke through this DPV. DPV is daily pivot, is a support when once the price is above it. Now it broke through it here. This candle that opens and closes below it has broken through it, this black candle here. Now went up again to test it. Testing it is now a resistance. DPV is acting as a resistance. So at that resistance, you can look forward to place a sell. If you place a sell at this point, you are taking the right trade, because number one, we can see that the trend is falling. On the daily time frame, the trend is going down. On the 4-hour time frame, the trend is going downward. On this 1 hour time frame, the trend is also going downward, and then you are selling at the resistance, which is the best time to sell. So you can take a sell here. Coming down is the profit. Now right now, the sell trade that I place is showing me clearly that the price is on a support. So at this support, you can look forward to take your profit on this support. So I can just close the trade now and take the profit. Now why am I taking the profit? Because I've seen that the price has been here the first time, price has been here the same level the second time, and then the price also here. So that is like a triple bottom, 1 2 3. So this level is going to act on the price. So we can look at the price struggling at this level. The price struggle at this level. So if you be on your system to watch it, you can leave the trade open for more profits. But if you not be on your system, I tell you, this is the best time to take your profit, because you'll be taking the profit on the support. Okay, so if you sell, the best time to take your profits on the support, or the best place. If you buy, the best place to take your profit is at the resistance. Okay, now that being said, what are the opportunities going forward from here? So if this price breaks through this support, that means it opens and closes a new candle below it. Okay, so you can look forward to also sell. Okay, now but if this price bounces off from this support, I mean start going up, you can look forward to scalp it. You can look forward to scalp simply means to go. Now you're placing a buy trade, and that's the scalping. I mean, you can look forward to scalp it with a buy. Okay, and quickly take your profit at this level. Now since the downward the daily time frame is showing us a downward trend. The 4 hours and the 1 hour time frame also showing us a downward trend. Considering the time frames right from the bigger time frame down to a lower, the smaller time frame, is what we call a top down analysis, okay, which is good because you're also looking at what the big players are doing. So looking at that now, if this price bounces up from here, let's do something like this. If this price bounces up from here and go up something like this, it will struggle with this resistance, and also if it broke to it and goes to this point, it will also struggle with this. So we can look forward to take a sell trade at this point, or you can also look forward to take a sell trade at this point. Let's say something here. Now if it is somewhere around here, that's a time for profit taking for those that are selling. So it retraces up to this level. By that time, the moving average, the red line, must have reached somewhere here. So you can still look forward to place a sell and take your and put your stop loss just above this level here. And of course, your take profit should be now be just above the lowest price of yesterday. That's this line here, the yesterday's low. Okay, now but if this price breaks through this level and open a new candle here and close, you can still look forward to place a new sell trade. What if this price breaks this level, this MS1, and goes further towards this GPV? You can still look forward to place a sell trade here. But going up, once it breaks a resistance, going up, that resistance is now a support, so you can look forward to scalp it, to place a sell trade. So once I see this candle and it's fully formed above this level, if this candle ends up above this level, like bullish candle, the black one, above this level, so I can look forward to scalp it. To scalp it simply means to place a short trade. Thank you very much. This is where we draw the curtain for the analysis for today, the 17th of April 2020. See you in the next video.